beef heart is the leanest cut of muscle in an animal. All the fat you'll find on the exterior of the heart. Most hearts will always have incisions in them, specifically beef hearts. Incision here, here, and here. All these markings are due to the USDA's inspection. So what needs to be done is the heart needs to be separated out by size and also cleaning. We want to remove all this silver skin to have nice muscle meat. So what I usually like to do first is separate off. This is a thin chamber right here. So we have one piece. Turn that around, and then again, here's this skinny piece. It's a thinner chamber. So for cooking purposes, this is going to cook a lot faster than this. Okay, so flip that over. This fat, it can be rendered out. Okay, you can render it out for using tallow, which is what we do here at the restaurant. But I'm trimming just the fat, as much of it off as I can, because it's not really palatable. Just keep on trimming all that fat off until you see nice muscle fiber. We're going to even take the silver skin off, or that exterior fascia, or fascia. Depends if you like Austin Powers or not. So this is very similar to filleting a salmon. I like to keep it very thin. I'm aiming the blade up and just removing that thin membrane. In doing so, it allows you to have a nice clean muscle that's not going to be tough to chew, specifically for tartare or grilling. This can be ground and added to a sugo of some sort. And again, it's on the underside as well. So what I'm going to do is come under, just trim that off, nice and gentle. So that's one clean piece. Now I'm going to see if you guys can watch me do it fast. This is a pretty straightforward job. Anybody with basic knife skills can do it. Just do it a little bit slower. You can see the meat is really, really dark red, vibrant, because it's a constantly working muscle. Again, flip it over, remove all the inner membrane, all that fibrous muscle. You don't want to go too deep or you lose what you're paying for. That's two. Bigger chamber, you can see this is where we removed this flap here. Actually, maybe this way. There we go. So this flap went here. So now again, there's that fascia on the inside. So I'm going to pinch that heart so I can get this vein out. Cutting towards myself gently. I like my fingers. So, this again has to be removed. Flip it over, and we're going to go on the inside. This is when you have to be really smooth, because the heart grooves up and down. It's like a little wave. You don't want to take too much of that meat off, so doing it slowly is key. Make an incision with the tip of your knife. Come down. There you go. One left. So this again is where we removed this piece here. So this is actually the inside chamber, so I'm just going to trim that off right now. I'm going to trim that off right now. So if we're looking at the heart, this would be the top, the tip would be the bottom. So we need to make sure that this area right here, you see the little fibers, this is attached to the ventricles on top, the opening and closing. So in doing that, you just have to make sure there's no tough fibrous material up here. So just making sure that's all gone. So I'm going to come in here. And this fat will all be gone. See all the markings that the USDA makes in here. So that's what doing. Using your fingers to kind of push on the muscle, as I just did right there, because that area was concave. Now I got it all cleaned out without losing everything. See there. That's the inside. We'll do the outside. One 5-pound beef heart with very little scrap. You can sort through all this. This can be used in tallow. You can take all this skin trim and grind it up really fine and cook it with tomato and do like a ragu, a beef ragu. Adds a lot of flavor and depth to what you're working with. But the fat you definitely want to render separately in boiling water.